Hey everybody, it's Jeremy and I'm coming at y'all again today. Well, this time is really not a review. It's more so I was online and I had came across, some articles. I had no idea that 50 Cent was actually going to get these people to apologize to Monique. 50 Cent then blew up the whole spot. He threatened like he gonna unblackball Monique. He was like, y'all gonna let her back in the industry. Honestly, I thought it was all falling on deaf ears. And then yesterday I saw this article about, well, I didn't see an article. I was on the shade room, being nosy like I usually am. And I had saw that they had met up or something on stage and like he was hugging her and she was crying. And I was like, not he really is getting her on blackballed. And I really wanted to talk about, the whole process and everything else of the sort because I've been Team Monique from the beginning. I just want to state that right now. I have been Team Monique from the beginning because she was like an auntie in my head. I was raised on Roscoe's what was it like? Roscoe's House Reunion? Roscoe's Family Matters or some shit like that. One of those two. Let me put my phone on mute. But I was raised upon that. And I really ended up growing a really huge liking to Monique, especially with the Parkers and everything else. Two can play that game. Like, what soul playing? Like, what black household did not have Monique in it? I also have a guest with me that I'm going to be bringing on. This is one of my buddies. His name is Jason Inge. I'm gonna be bringing him on in the next few minutes, not few minutes, but few seconds. I just wanted to put it all out there right now. We really gonna get into some things about Monique, and I have a lot of stuff to say. This isn't usually like the reviews on Ready to Love or Married at First Sight, or Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not Huntsville, but they be hunching out there. But like, Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is really focusing on an article. So I'm gonna bring him in, and I will just want to thank anybody who ends up coming. I know Ellen usually comes in here. Actually, Aubrey, they always end up catching my lives. But yeah, hold on. Let me bring him in. There he goes. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Man, I can't complain. As the old folks say, I can't call it. If I did, I'll spoil it.
Okay, but what are old folks saying about bitches getting blackballed for no reason at all? What are they saying about that?
so, so I'm not all up to date. So you're gonna have to catch me up to date, brother, on everything that's going on with Lee Daniels and Monique. I know about the past and everything is happening between there. I mean, we've had so much happen between there. Will Smith smacking Chris, R. Kelly getting locked up,
Ooh,
Bill
let's talk about
Cosby
that.
getting out. So I mean, we got it's been a whole lot that's transpired since then. But I do know with Lee Daniels, he did formally at the Hollywood Reporter, he did say, "I'm so sorry for hurting you." So he did apologize, and the family is back together again.
Well, well, that sounds nice, but maybe it's me, but I feel like it's some bullshit going around here.
Ah!
Like I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like Lee Daniels made a movie called Precious.
Right,
He
right.
he got Monique on board. She did the filming and everything. No issues. The filming was complete, wrapped and everything. They did the press run out here in the States. And afterwards she was saying, now I need to spend time with my kids. I can't really, just be out here,
I'm still
without.
here. Let me get some cocoa butter. My hands are ashy. See, I'm team light skin. So my
Okay.
hands are a little ashy and rough. But keep going. I'm listening.
But for those who don't know, so basically she was saying that I don't feel like I want to go international right now because this is when Oprah and Tyler Perry came on board. So the movie was already filmed, wrapped, made, produced, and everything. Tyler Perry and Oprah just came on board last minute, and they wanted Monique to go international, to go to different countries and promote the movie. But she was saying, I already did my part. I promoted out here in the States. And like she was like, and I'll do it if y'all pay me. They didn't want to pay her. So
They
when
want to get
that
them
has
coins.
so when that happened, they claimed her as difficult, and they basically told directors not to work with her. Tyler Perry to be exact, and Oprah. Um Lee Daniels just like rolled with the flow and just allowed her to drown, in a sea of black baldness that he did, kind of like what he did to Jussie Smollett. I don't know if y'all remember that, but he was the first one that Jussie Smollett called. Jussie didn't call his sister. Jussie didn't call his brothers. He called Lee Daniels. But do you even see Lee Daniels acknowledging this man nowadays? It's a cold industry, y'all. And that's why I can never really be in this shit because I'm the type to blow up somebody's spot. If I feel like I'm sitting here getting scrutinized and you supposed to be somebody that's really close to me, you're gonna just let me drown all out here by myself to keep yourself afloat. It's some bullshit. That's why I couldn't get into politics or entertainment. Absolutely not. But and it was for years that Monique was basically telling people like, they blackballed me, like they basically, got me, up out of here. And I didn't do anything. I was never difficult to work with. They said that this girl was difficult, that she was hard to work with, that she was a troublemaker. All of these different lies. Like this lady been in the industry for over 25 years, and all of a sudden now she difficult. Now she difficult. It was completely ridiculous. And and it was like after she won the Oscar, they really went in on her, talking about Tyler Perry and Oprah. And she's been speaking her speech since that day, letting us know how faulty these people were and how they lied on her. And now we have an article that I'm gonna read. Hold on.
For the receipts.
We have an article that I'm going to read, and I'm about to go to it right now. And it says Lee Daniels apologizes to Monique following year-long Precious feud. And director Lee Daniels and actress Monique have buried the hatchet after years of feuding following the 2009 critically acclaimed film Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire. He said, "I am so sorry for hurting you in the way that I did." Daniel said to Monique on stage, and for I think it was her April Fool's Day with the Queens of Comedy event at the St. George Theater in Staten Island Friday. And as the stand-up appeared to become emotional within the footage, Daniels continued, "Y'all, and she was my best friend." Y'all see what these niggas be doing? This man just said that was her best friend. And y'all saw the way he fucking did her. But and mind you, let's talk about the I'm so sorry for hurting you in that way I did. Tell these people how you hurt her. What did you do? Say that you lied, that you allowed these people to lie on her, that you completely abandoned her, that you helped blackball her out of the industry when she gave you a blockbuster movie that helped push start your career.
That is
That's,
true. That
but
is true, Jeremy.
that's
That's
hold
mad.
on.
That's mad facts.
Yeah, I'm about to finish up this article, and then I'll play the video, and then we could talk about it some more, and then we could probably get into Will Smith slapping the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. But But as the stand-up appeared to become emotional within the footage, Daniel continued, "Y'all, and she was my best friend. My best friend. Y'all think that Precious was just that was God working through both of us." He then added, "And we're gonna fucking do it again." In reference to their upcoming project, Demon House, an exorcism film directed by Lee for Netflix, in which Monique will replace Octavia Spencer, who had dropped out of the film due to scheduling conflicts. Oh, so you're gonna hire her after the other chick is so busy messing with directors that are actually, official. You wanna then get close to her and like, you know what? But co-stars include Andra Day, Glenn Close, and Ingenue Lou Ellis. I mean, not Ingenue Lewis, but Ingenue Ellis. If y'all don't know who Ingenue Ellis is, she was the mama. She played Maddie Moss Clark on the Clark Sisters biopic that was on Lifetime. So the pair concluded the sweet moment by exchanging "I love you" and hugging for the crowd, with the almost Christmas star commemorating the moment with a snap on Instagram. No caption needed. I love us for real. Monique, who won Best Supporting Actress for her role in Lee Daniels' Precious, previously slammed the director along with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey for allegedly blackballing her from Hollywood after she reportedly refused to campaign for Precious during award season without additional pay. I got a phone call. She said, I got a phone call from Lee Daniels maybe 6 or 7 months ago. And he said to me, Monique, you've been blackballed. And I said, I've been blackballed. Why? Why have I been blackballed? He said, because you didn't play the game.
Mm.
Daniels took issue with the accusation in 2018 when he claimed, I respect her as an actor because she gave me her soul, but I gave her my soul. And for that, she was given the Golden Globe and the Academy Award. So because you gave her your soul, she got her Golden Globe and Academy Award, or was it because of her acting ability? But that's besides the point. And it breaks my heart that she feels that we blackballed her. No one blackballed her. Monique blackballed her, and for her to continue to speak about Oprah and myself and Tyler is disrespectful. This is what he said, y'all. But look, this is basically what happened. And that she said, happened on camera.
A long time to realize. I am so sorry for hurting you in any way that I did. Y'all, she was my best friend. My best friend. Y'all think that Precious was just, that was God working through both of us. And we gonna fucking do it again. I love you. I love you. I love you, Staten Island. We love y'all.
Okay.
All right. So let me close this out. Hey, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen.
Hey everyone. This is so y'all, this is my friend. This is my friend Jason. He's gonna be talking with me today about the Monique and Lee Daniels stuff. And I'm gonna be getting into how, like I said before, how Will Smith slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. And y'all might be surprised at my reaction to this and to that and what I think on it. Y'all know. I know
Oh.
like let's get into it. So my issue is, hold on. I did not mean for us to have it like this.
Oh.
But like
That's just
so
like the dark skinned friend don't want the light skinned friend to be seen, but it's okay.
let's not perpetuate colorism. All right.
Oh.
but what I was saying was I really don't believe a motherfucking thing that Lee Daniels has to say. I think that Lee Daniels is an ain't shit nigga. I think that he's an opportunist. I think he's a low down, dirty son of a gun. Like he lied for years, and that apology that he gave her was bullshit. And I'm surprised that she even took it because now I'm trying to keep all the shine. Not y'all
Right.
hating
Thank
on
you,
me.
sis.
Like, but
Already.
But but listen. Oh, by the way, Ellen, share the video. Let the people know that I'm on here. The YouTube did not be letting when YouTube lets people know I'm on, like I'm online. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of people be gathering in here, and I only got like about 50, 55, 60 subscribers. And you remember, like just about 2 weeks ago, I was at one. so yeah, just if you have time, please like and share the video. But yeah, he full of shit, and I was surprised that Monique accepted that bullshit apology. I mean, maybe because he given her a job, I guess, and that's the olive branch. But as far as like anything else, like Monique is a better person than me. I just could not do it. Use hashtags two in your title. I can I do that through like the thing is I'm on this
Yeah.
app, I'm on Restream. So I'm not actually doing it on YouTube. It's like I don't know if that will work here, but I'll try. Hold on. I'll just rename it right now. But tell us what you think, Jason. Hello? Jason. Jason, can you hear me? Jason, I think you're muted. We can't hear you. I'll let you get yourself together. When we can't hear you, so I'm gonna let you get yourself together and figure that out. You're is she's saying she thinks that you're muted. Like unmute your mic. Have you touched it? Have you unplugged it?
I'm right here.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
So what do you think?
So I understand the drama that Lee Daniels and Monique had in the past. You know me, I'm all about forgiveness. Look, Lee Daniel in good faith, he went ahead and apologized. I mean, even in his thing, and I mean, he says it, and I quote, "I'm sorry for hurting you in any way that I did." And then he goes on to say, "Y'all, she was my best friend." And I feel like, look, we all have disagreements. Sometimes it gets brutal. We throw people under the bus. We really blackballed them, and that's a fact. They have blackballed Monique, but I'm glad that they're coming back and admitting that, hey, yeah, we blackballed you intentionally. We're sorry. Let's get together, because at the end of the day, I just want to see us all get together and us all win. So, I mean, shout out to Lee Daniels for coming to the table and apologizing, and then Monique being that person and accepting that apology and moving forward. And let's just make black great just how it is. Let's keep shining.
Lee Daniels, are you gonna give that fucking apology to Jussie Smollett, who you left out in the fucking dust? Like this is a pattern with you, Lee Daniels. You'll latch on to anybody who helps like lift you up and give you fame. You'll suck them dry, literally or figuratively.
Oh,
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know which one it may be, allegedly. But like, this is something that you do. And then you want to come out here with this blanketed fucking apology. It's bullshit. But luckily, Monique is a better woman than I would have ever been, because I would have dragged you until I couldn't drag you anymore. And Monique been dragging you for 8 years. I think Monique been dragging you for about 8 years. I think Precious came out when I was like a sophomore in high school. I think. Like, so, and I'm 27 now. So that was a minute ago. Lee Daniels is the bitch. Well, not
Did
Lee.
he?
Not Lee is the Diddy of production. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Tyler Perry is the RuPaul of Christian film. But we don't. But why we ain't talking about that?
I mean, that's a true statement on that.
But this man said that, like, y'all hear about Tyler Perry saying that when he has sex that he breaks into his Medea voice. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear. I'll be honest with you. I don't really watch a lot of Tyler Perry shows. I've watched like one, and that was it. But Tyler Perry's not for me. Great actor on some of the things he's done, but he just ain't for me.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh, and then Ellen go ask why. Oh,
like, can you imagine like a nigga humping on you, like he's about to climax, and then you hear hello? Like, I would not look. I wouldn't know what I look. I wouldn't know what to do. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't know what to do.
hello.
Who the fuck wants to hear Medea in bed? I don't know. A lot of these Christian women. Look, I'm trying to tell you, like, the world is changing. Women out here eating ass.
But
I
I
don't
will
know.
say this though, it's gonna be interesting. Have you seen the last Medea movie, Medea Homecoming?
No.
Okay, so I did watch that one, and in that one, the dude comes out the closet. So I wonder how that's gonna play in the whole. Everybody in the Christian community, they swear by Medea, worship Medea. Everybody goes see Medea if you into the black church, right? So how they gonna do that now with the young man? He came out and talks about, hey, I'm gay. I wonder, are they gonna talk about that and talk about homosexuality in the church and how they mistreat gay LGBT people? Like, let's really get into it, because now Medea is pulling back the curtains and bringing it full screen.
Yeah, because we all know Tyler Perry. We all know most of these shows that Tyler Perry writes is just to fulfill his gay fantasies. Y'all remember on Brothers how the dude unzipped his friend's pants, pulled his pants down, and smelled his dick to make sure that he wasn't having sex with his girlfriend. Y'all remember that episode?
What
I
was
was like,
that on?
I was like Tyler Perry, it's enough. It's enough. It was on the show called Brothers that he has. And y'all know Tyler Perry know how to book a fine man on the TV screen. He pick all the men that he's sexually attracted to and put them all on camera. You know,
Wow.
he should look. If you ask me, I guarantee he probably got a casting couch allegedly. Are you familiar with Sean Davy Ways? Yes, I am. My mama really loves to watch him on YouTube.
Who is that? I gotta Google it.
He's a I wouldn't say he's a conspiracy to YouTuber, but he's a black gay YouTuber, and he does like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and things of that nature. Like so, that's the type of tip he on. I watched some of his content. It was cool. It was cool, But yeah, Lee Daniels full of shit. But Monique at this point, I think she needs a check.
Hmm.
Like the COVID is hitting everybody bank accounts. So if Lee Daniels offering you a movie spot on Netflix and gonna give you a blanketed apology, bitch, I'll take it. I think that's what Monique was saying at that point. Because a few years ago, when she got a blanketed apology from Tyler Perry, she said that she wanted him to be more specific on what he was apologizing for. But I
Hmm.
guess it's changed now. I still
What?
stand with Monique. He has a surviving Tyler Perry and talks about his gay rumors in the industry. I do remember. I don't know if y'all familiar, but it was like this real big buff guy on YouTube. He used to have a YouTube channel, this real big buff guy. And he used to live in Atlanta. And he used to basically talk about how he used to have a sexual relationship with Tyler Perry,
Get the.
and him saying that ended up getting him jumped. Now I don't know if Tyler Perry out here got Christian goons, you know, church ladies with the gats and the Glocks in the purse, whip a switchblade out their church hat. I don't really know if that's stuff that he has going on. But like the dude got jumped by somebody on behalf of Tyler Perry. You said Ellen
Wow.
Ellen said I remember that too. Yeah, it definitely happened. Now I don't know what happened to dude. I think he still makes content. I just forgot his name.
Wow. See, it tells you how disconnected I am when it comes to the Tyler Perry things. I don't really know too much about it. Like I said, I know about the Monique situation. And definitely seeing that. I mean, they made amends now. I'm gonna go off of it and look, they made amends. Let's see where it goes. But the
Mm,
real issue and the real thing is let's talk about gender pay gaps. That women don't get paid as much as men and they do more work than men. Let's talk
yeah,
about the real stuff, you
yeah.
know?
Let's
Because if
let's
you
talk
really
about it.
let's talk about it. That's really what it's all about. It for a white man, he makes $1. Well, guess what? A black woman makes 64 cents to every $1 that a white person makes. A Latina woman actually makes 57 cents. So she's making the least of all. The one who's making the closest to what a white male would make in the same occupation is an Asian female, and she's making $1.01. So she actually making more than a white male is. So that's what we really got to talk about, the gender pay gaps and how our black sisters and black brothers are not being paid their worth. Even black
Mhm.
men are not paid as much as white men in the same occupation and they have the same field of expertise. So that's
Uh-huh.
a big thing, and that's live and in color now today. The people out there that you're watching, know your worth. Do your research to make sure. And hey, I don't mind asking my colleagues like, hey, are we making the same? Because I like to know. I like to compare. Because if we ain't making the same, and I know I got more experience, and I need to be making more money, I'm going to get my paper. That's it. Period. But that's something that we still got to talk about. Even in 2022, you would think that men and women would be making the same amount of money, but no. So for every white man that's making $1, our sisters are making 64 cents. Our indigenous sisters are making 60 cents to every $1. So that should tell you
Um,
right there.
See, the thing is, y'all, that like Jason really likes to talk about politics. I like to talk about politics too, but I don't like to do it on camera because I don't like to get dragged because I do not think that men and women should be getting paid the same money. I don't feel that way.
You don't
I
think they should say what?
No, I don't. I think it depends on the industry. Like I think it definitely depends on that. I was a fucking Navy engineer. I was an engineering in the fucking Navy, and
What was
me and
that?
the girls that were in my division were getting paid the same amount of ducats. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But only one of our motherfucking asses were going down the fucking pier and picking up water pumps and bringing them on board the ship that were over 400 pounds. Why the fuck they couldn't come in and help me? Because they're women. They will always throw that women shit when it was time to them do some shit. When it was time to them do shit they didn't want to feel like doing. Then they a woman. But no, we're equal. Come down, put your engineering gloves on and bring your ass down this pier and help me lift this fucking pump like onto the ship. Like ain't no chivalry in this. If you want correct pay. And then on top of that, you also have to take into account the pregnancy leave. You also have to take into account that oftentimes like women sometimes have to balance motherhood and work, and sometimes that's hard for them. And it can be difficult. So look, I don't know. All I'm saying, I don't like to
Well,
talk about
we do know
I
you
don't
don't
I
think
don't
men
like
and
I
women
don't
should
I
be
don't
paid
like
the
to
same.
I don't like to talk about politics and things like this
Well, that's not even
because
policy. That's more
because y'all ain't gonna
policy.
call me. Y'all ain't about to be sitting here trying to make me look like Candace Owens or like that's over there at the Fox News Network. But
No,
I'm telling you what I experienced.
and we're
Women be
not.
saying that they want equal pay, but they don't want to do equal the work. If it's in regards to like computer shit, and them just like being a lawyer or something like that, something that doesn't require actual physical labor, I can understand that, but I think it depends on the industry that you're in for them to get
It
paid
should
the
be
same
equal
amount of
pay for
dollars.
equal work.
Yes,
That's
but I'm
what is
saying a lot of them are not doing equal work in some of the aspects. Bitches talking about they want equal pay as engineers when they don't do the same amount of work. They're not out here lifting shit because they physically can't do so. If the
but
woman is doing the
because they
work,
can't
then give
lift
them the
it.
same pay. But look, I ain't doing heavy lifting, so I ain't applying for those. Exactly. Exactly. But if you do apply for those jobs, you should not get paid as much as the men do, right? Like,
I don't.
see, all that feminism bullshit. I'm not here for it. I'm not a
Mhm.
feminist. I'm not here with that feminism bullshit. I don't think that men and women are equal. Now, when I say I don't think that we're equal, it's not mean I don't think that we should all have the same rights. Absolutely, we should all have the same rights. I'm just meaning in regards, to day-to-day life and things of that nature. Because if we all were equal, it would be no such thing as chivalry. It would be no such thing as that because if we're both the same, bitch, open your own car door. That's the thing. Like you can't be a woman and then want like it's like which one is it?
So
You a strong woman who can do this all by herself, or you gonna be a woman, or you gonna be a woman who in sometimes would like a man to do certain things.
right. So let me say this, Jeremy. So I get where you're coming from. Ain't nobody gonna blackball you because of your views. This is an open and free space. But me personally, equal pay for equal work. If a woman can't lift one box because it may be 50 pounds and another guy can come in and lift it, it still doesn't mean that she should be paid less. It should all be based on experience, and it should all be based on experience, training, and everything goes into it. But I want to see women, particularly our African American women, paid the same as their white colleagues if they're doing the same profession. At the end of the day, it should be equal work for equal pay. I don't get down with everything that goes on in the feminist movement, but I do believe that women should have equal pay for equal work. And if engineer one makes 400,000, what is an engineer one? I don't like throwing out like crazy numbers. Engineer one, let's just say they making 60,000, and then a female comes in and the same thing. I want her to be able to make the same. And then if they go off on different paths, get additional training, skills, things like that, then we see the difference in pay. But I want to make sure that everybody is coming in the door making the same amount so that there's no pay discrepancies. This is 2022. We shouldn't be going through those things right now. So hopefully, they will pass the Equal Pay Act in Congress and be able to have that.
Jason, Ellen
Uh-oh.
wants to know your Ellen wants to know your name.
Jason.
Yeah. Like he's y'all. Let me tell y'all a little bit about me and Jason. So
Oh Lord, okay.
I ended up meeting Jason, I think in 2016, like late
Let me.
2016.
There we go. I'll put
And
my thing like that, so it's easier.
yeah, so I ended up meeting him in 2016 at an LGBT, like, support group and things of that nature. But the thing is, I agree with him too, Ellen. All I'm saying is, if it's not, I was like, a lot of women are just saying they want equal pay but don't want to do equal the work. That's all I'm saying. Like, a lot of the times, that is what it is. Like, in like, there's no way to go around it. If you are doing equal the amount of work, then yes, you deserve to be paid the equal amount of pay. But I'm saying, like, if you cannot in certain aspects, then you do not deserve to get paid the same amount. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I said in certain avenues and certain business fields, I can understand, equal pay. But if we're doing some other shit, like more physical, or electrical and stuff like that you might not be able to have the capability to do all the tasks on your own, then no, I don't agree that you should be getting equal pay, because the workload is not going to be the same. It's not. And you shouldn't be getting paid just off you being a woman the same amount as somebody who's doing more work than you. Fuck that feminism shit. I do not like feminism. I love when women rest in femininity. I talk about that a lot. You know that, Ellen. Like, I really love when women can rest in their, femininity. Like, for example, although I feel like I'm LGBT, I feel like I have a lot of alpha male qualities. I have a very strong head on my shoulders. I can really be very dominant. I can be very, hot headed. I exert my own form of masculinity. Let's not. But anyway, but like, but when I'm saying, like, it's it's difficult. I just don't, like
I'll
I
give you
said.
another example. So right now, as you can see, Brittany Griner, she's not getting as much publicity, and she's stuck over in Russia off of a trumped up charge. But if that would have been a NBA player over there, I promise you, the United States would be doing everything in their power to get them back versus getting her back. And then we look at
Yeah,
that. Ask why she had to go over to Russia to actually play over there, because she can make more money. Because they know that women in the NBA do not make as much money as men in the NBA. That right there
yeah.
is a pay discrepancy that we're doing in 2022. So we got to get off of that misogynistic, and that's what it is. Just call
I don't
misogyny
like.
what it is.
I don't. I
It's
don't. I wouldn't. I don't. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
facts.
I wouldn't say it's misogynistic. Like, at least I don't think what I'm saying is misogynistic. I think that situation itself is misogynistic. But I feel like I keep on saying that, I agree that if women are doing the same amount of work, they should be getting the same amount of pay. I never said that I did not believe that. I
But if
just
they
said
lift up, but if they can't lift up a box that may be 5 pounds heavier, and you can pick that up, you should be paid more.
yes.
Okay,
If
all
like
right.
if the job is for lifting boxes, or lifting boxes is a part of the job description, and you can't do it, then yes.
I disagree with you on that. If yes,
But
in
like,
certain
but wait, the
go ahead.
WNBA is a complete different thing, because they're
I'm giving
running.
you a comparison how the pay inequalities are. That right there tells you
I
that's a
mean,
good,
yes. I
good
mean,
point.
yes, in that regard, yes. But I'm saying, like, we just can't just say in every aspect that it deserves to be equal pay. Like that, I wouldn't say that makes sense. Like, it depends on the industry you're in. I do think that female sport, sport players, female basketball players,
Hmm.
I think they deserve a lot more money. They picking up the same damn basketball that the people
They
playing
are.
with. They dunking on the same basket the people are dunking with. I agree they deserve to get paid more. Now I'm saying, if we, like, for example, my job in the military, we were both getting paid the same amount of money, but I felt that I was doing twice the amount of work. They didn't want to do a lot of the stuff that they needed to do because they didn't feel like it, because they felt that they were women, they didn't have to, but they should still get paid more. And not only that, they felt that they have the right to want to become leadership of the division. I was like, absolutely not. Like absolutely not. Like, but that's just me. I'm gonna let y'all know this, contrary to what y'all might believe. I may be a little bit more conservative than I look, but the WNBA and the NBA is the same though, right? I don't watch WNBA, so I didn't care much about it except for Lisa Leslie. Yeah, like it's exactly the same. They play the same game and all of that other stuff, but the issue is nobody watches the WNBA, so they don't have all of those sponsors. They don't have all of that revenue.
And I will agree with you on that. That is correct. Probably the viewership for female WNBA players and male NBA players is not the same, but the pay may not be on the same level, but they got to at least be in the same field.
Yeah, I agree. And I was we were
$335 a year. Someone who's making $33 million a year, and they're shooting the same hoops, and they're using probably in the same city. It's just the female version of the male team. There has to be some type of balance, some equilibrium. We need to pay people what they're worth. We can't be sitting here paying men astronomical prices, and then we're up here paying women pennies on the dollar. So that's what I'm saying. And when I say equal pay for equal work, that's what it should be. Men have to demand that their wives and daughters and their sisters earn more. That is just period, with their qualifications and their training, not just their gender, but we got to achieve that. And I think that we can do that. And then y'all will learn. Let me say this, because like Jeremy gave his disclosure. He may be a little bit more conservative. I don't think so. Some things I think him and I will agree. Some things we probably gonna butt heads on that we have in the past. But I like this. I'm loving the conversation and the flowing. And this is how it should always be. It shouldn't be like this, and then next thing you know, boom, gotta smack somebody. We ain't pulling Oscar 2022. So that should lead us into the next discussion.
Yeah. What do you like? Like, do you feel that what Will Smith did was okay?
I do not condone violence at all, in any aspects, against anybody. Chris Rock, he was very wrong for what he did say, and very disrespectful, as well as Will was wrong and disrespectful for going on stage and slapping Chris Rock. Both of them should be ashamed. However, as a black man, if you disrespect my wife, and especially you disrespect my wife in front of all those privileged white people, that you're only doing this because you are shucking and jiving. Chris Rock, you did a whole movie or skit on black hair and how you disrespected black women with their hair and made fun of them because of their hair. Their hair is nappy. It ain't right. So I'm not saying you deserve to be smacked, but I don't have any sympathy or empathy for you in this situation. You were wrong for what you said. For a woman who is going through alopecia, that's really it's really harmful to a lot of women and men that go through it. It's hurtful. So I don't condone violence. I'm gonna say that. But if that was me in that situation, most likely I probably would have defended my wife the same way and probably would have said, like Will said, "Keep my out your mouth." So I probably would have did the same exact thing. But it's Chris Rock was wrong. Will was wrong. I'm glad. I'm hoping that they're making amends with it. I do want to shout out Denzel for being the equalizer. Hey, he came up there and he got him straight and talked to him. Denzel, he was on it. So, but that's how I feel about it.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now, it's a fucking rap for Will Smith. Y'all, it's a rap for that nigga. It's a rap for Will. Y'all ain't gonna see him on camera. Y'all ain't gonna see him on film for a long time. I'm about to let y'all know.
Think so?
He resigned from the Academy.
Right, he resigned.
Yeah. Do you know that? Do you know what that means? That means that from now on, when he Ellen, don't be embarrassing me in front of
Ah!
company. Ellen, don't be embarrassing me in front of company. Like Denzel can equalize me anytime. Fuck around, you don't end up with Queen Latifah.
Ah! Denzel is the best actor out there, the best black actor, hands down to DZ. I don't know no other actor. He's very versatile and everything. But just
And
if he
then,
gets suspended from the academy, he can still play in movies though, right?
yeah, but that's the like what man wants an A-list celebrity who cannot be into the academy? That means that you can't get nominated for anything. You
Oh,
can't
that's
you
true.
can't push you can't push him into like the category to be nominated, and people want their movies to have to win Oscars. So if you can't even have your movie nominated because this man has slapped somebody at the Academy Awards, then that's what it is. So y'all not about to be seeing Will Smith in a movie for a minute. Not that we were really liking his latest movies like that anyway. You know, I'm not I'm not one of the ones who think that what Will Smith did was okay. I think all of that energy that he had for Chris Rock, he should have had for the nigga who was fucking his wife and also made a song dissing her. You should have slapped that nigga. But see, you didn't do that. You want to slap this man in front of everybody. See, you got too comfortable, Will. You got too comfortable. You've been moving very fucking flaw in the industry for a long time. And we would know that if y'all watch Hollywood Divas. Like half those women there got disrespected and blackballed by Will Smith, like Paula J. Parker. The voice of Trudy Proud. He
Mm-hmm.
said he's Countess Vaughn, who was on the Parkers. Like he disrespect Janae Huber, who was actually the aunt on his show. He got that lady blackballed for years. This man don't give a fuck about no black women. Like, look, let's stop this. Let's stop this, and let's not act like he didn't allow his wife to get dragged for fucking months and months and months. Because he didn't want to fucking tell the world that him and his wife are allegedly bisexual or
Oh God,
pansexual swingers.
Jesus.
They're
Oh,
like
oh
that.
God.
Like Dwayne Martin was swinging on Will Smith, having private vacations together. We're not talking about that. And also Lisa Ray's ex-husband was on those trips with them, and Lisa Ray said that Dwayne Martin came in between her and her marriage.
So
But that's besides the point. Like Will Smith is full of shit. He was smiling all the way up until he saw. And how the fuck were you supposed to know that Jada is like that? She got alopecia. Are we sitting here following her? I just think he just saw a bald headed chick, and I thought it was for style. She looked good with a bald head. Join the club. But I'm
So
saying,
Chris Rock already knew that she had alopecia. She had made it known to the public that she was fighting alopecia, and for him to make that GI Jane joke, that was right there. It was definitely he did that. She's not in no GI Jane movies coming up that's being released. So the only thing he made that joke because she had a bald head. She shaved her head because of the alopecia. She's living in her truth, and so he was
it's like
disrespectful.
if
And
you like
so
if you like okay,
hold on. He was
all
he
right.
was mad, disrespectful in what he did. And any person, if you disrespect, ever could have been my sister, you disrespect her like that, then yes, I'm probably gonna be to smack. I'm gonna be to smack you. Period, because it was disrespectful for what he did. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying what Will did was right either. Two wrongs don't make a right. Period. I don't like
Right.
to see us black folks hitting each other when is everything else is going on in the world that's already against us. Period. But Chris was wrong what he did. He shouldn't have said that joke. And then on top of that, I like Chris Rock has always said some things that have been very sketchy against the African American community in what he's been saying. And what really pisses me off the most is because you get up there, you are the person hosting the Oscars, you're in front of all these privileged people, white, black, and everybody that really are unoblivious to what's going on in the world, and you want to crack all the jokes that you could crack. You want to crack a joke about a black woman and her hair, knowing that there are black women that get ostracized, criticized, and even fired today because of their hair. Oh, I don't like the way Rebecca's hair looks. It looks nappy. Or let me touch your hair in the workplace. Let's be real. Chris Rock was wrong on what he did. He was mad, disrespectful. And Will, you were disrespectful at the same time for what you did as well. But then also, Jada and Will, take y'all stuff off of the world to see. If me and my spouse are going through something, I can promise you, ain't nobody gonna know that might be going through a divorce. Know what we're doing in our bedroom, in our household. That's not right. Some things don't need to be on camera, and I don't care how famous you are. Let me tell you, Barack and Michelle, they famous, but you don't see them talking about everything going on in their bedroom. You don't see them talking about what's going on in their lives because all that doesn't need to come out. That's what's wrong with us now as people who are celebrities. We believe everything needs to come out. Just because I had a disagreement with my wife or my wife may have cheated on me, and then that's something for me, her, counseling, and our pastor and God for us to work out. That ain't got nothing to do with anybody else in the street. He want to go and smack the other dude for having sex with his wife. That shouldn't even been the case. I stepped away from it. I remember I did share a meme at first, and then I deleted a meme because I said, Jason, that's not my place to worry about. It's not my place to judge them. Ask them for their household. They need to take that and go behind closed doors. Same thing like Kanye and Kim. Keep all that stuff, and that's their private lives. Get counseling, get fixed, and that's it. But Chris Rock was wrong on what he said. Has he even really made a full formal apology?
I don't know if he made a full formal apology. I don't agree what he said was right either. All I was saying was that I just don't think that he had a malicious intent behind it. I just think it was a corny ass joke, but he's been telling fucking corny jokes for a long time now.
But just because you tell a joke, it can still have malice behind it.
I'm saying I don't think that he was like, let me destroy Jada Smith. Is it? Yeah, Jada Smith, in front of the Academy. I don't think that was the case.
But he made a disrespectful joke. That's like going over to sub-Saharan Africa and seeing starving children and sitting here and saying, oh, like you lost a few more pounds. That's a corny ass joke.
Yeah.
They're starving over there. And it was a corny.
You should get slapped for it. I don't think that.
It was a corny ass and malice joke. What he said there. I'm sorry, I'm cussing y'all, but yeah, he was mad, disrespectful.
He was, but I'm saying I just don't think a slap was what he should have done. I was like, when he did that, he took away and damaged so many people. Not only did it overshadow, Wanda Sykes and her hosting the Oscars and the other women that were helping her host the Oscars. But then a lot of people don't even know that what's his name? The nigga get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane. You know that one.
Samuel Jackson?
Yes, he won an Oscar. And nobody even talking about that because that was the first black production for the Oscars. And the first time this happens, somebody gets fucking assaulted. Like, this will never happen again. The Academy would never give these people this space again, because they're gonna be like, now, and I'm not with respectability. I'm not with respectability politics. Listen, I'm not saying that we gotta act right in front of the white folks. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying that if you're trying to occupy this space and we're trying to fight to have representation in this space, the first time that we actually get it and they're actually listening to us, you want to slap the shit out of somebody for a bad joke. When you've been letting the world drag your wife for the last 2 years. That's what I'm saying. How long has Jada been getting disrespected? Why haven't you wasn't saying anything then? But now you want to slap people at the Oscars and ruin it for everybody. It's bullshit. Now, if he had that energy for the media, if he had that energy for August Alsina, who was his son's best friend, who ended up fucking his wife and making a song about it, bragging about it, I actually think they were fucking August Alsina together. I think it was all a triage type of thing. But that's alleged. But we all know that they like to dib and dab. Let's not but I'm saying you should have had that energy a long time ago. If you did not lay that groundwork for people to disrespect your wife before, nobody would have done it then.
Mm-hmm.
You allowed the world to disrespect your wife. You allowed the world to think that your wife is a hoe when she truthfully wasn't. Y'all just had an open relationship and y'all was fucking all types of people separately and together. But
And
y'all
they
didn't.
could have had an open relationship, Jeremy.
But you
But
didn't.
they should have took that
But I'm
behind
saying.
closed
But I'm
doors.
saying. What I'm saying is like people have been disrespecting and saying all types of. Okay, if people calling your wife a fucking whore, a cum guzzling bitch, and all of this other stuff, you don't slap them for that, but you want to slap a motherfucker for just joking about her being bald headed. If you're so fucking sensitive about it, bitch, put a wig on. Like I'm saying, it like to me, I felt like that
Even you
anger
saying
was
that comment like that, you don't think that was disparaging?
maybe
Bald
so.
head bitch and put a wig on.
But I'm not calling her a bald headed bitch. I'm just saying, I
Well,
just
I'm
saying
just
the word bitch in general. But I'm
uh,
saying, I dare Will Smith to come and slap me. I ain't Chris Rock. You gonna get slapped back. But listen, all I'm saying was if he didn't lay the groundwork for people to disrespect his wife, then they wouldn't feel comfortable disrespecting her, period. And
mm.
I felt like slapping somebody, although I 100% agree that I can understand as to why he slapped him, but I felt like when he decided to do that, I felt like Will Smith feels that he's wait, I'm tired yet? Wait, not you calling me tired. Okay, listen, like I said, I don't like I just don't agree. I feel like when he did that, he stole the moment away from a lot of people who had been working a long time to get into those spaces at the Oscars, and it's unfair because it will never happen again because of this.
And I
Will
think we both can agree to that, Jeremy. That yes, that a lot of us, for representation purposes, that was our moment. That was our culture's moment. And Will Smith, he messed it up by smacking Chris Rock. Like
absolutely
two wrongs don't make a right. And
exactly, but
Chris
two
Rock,
rights make a left, and you know, and the left is what he delivered to Chris Rock, and that's what got his ass fucked up. All
yeah.
I'm saying. Oh, I thought now you tired about Will and Smith. Like I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired about this because I felt that like Will Smith was letting. I was angry about people dragging Jada about sleeping with August Alsina because I knew that they had an open relationship and Will Smith was just quietly fucking other bitches in random countries, allowing his wife to get dragged while he's in Puerto Rico, with his side bitches, or side niggas and people and everybody was disrespecting his wife then. He didn't speak up at all. And now you want to do
Well,
this?
I
Like
I
I'm
think
saying,
that they,
like if you
at
didn't
the
lay
end
the
of the
groundwork
day,
for people to
as
disrespect your wife, they wouldn't have disrespected your wife that night.
at the end of the day, they are a married couple. They shouldn't have not brought any of this to mainstream for the public to see. There should always be a public life that you live front facing as an actor, celebrity, politician, and your private life that you have at home that's away from the screens. That's your ordinary life. That's like just sitting down in sweatpants watching TV, type of lifestyle. It's a lot. I think that they need counseling. I hope that they get that counseling that they need, therapeutical and spiritual counseling. I hope that everybody can be reconciled because we don't need to. We are already what 92, 93 days into the year already, and we already coming out of a pandemic, and we got us fighting against each other. We can't do it. We got to be united on all fronts, man.
Yeah,
So I
and
hope that they will make an amends and we can get back to just doing what we do best, and that's just being talented and being black, black, blackity, black, black, black in every field.
yeah, Will Smith absolutely made the wrong decisions. Now, see if it was me, if it
Well,
was
if he
me.
smacked you, what would you do? What would you
No,
do?
I'm not talking about if he smacked me. I'm saying now if it was
Will
me
Smith
and
coming to
I did
smack
it,
you now. What you gonna
huh?
do? What you gonna do if he come
You
smack you?
I'm gonna beat his ass or he getting stabbed. What are you talking about? But like
You
outside of
ain't
it,
turning the other
I
cheek.
was in my opinion, I was saying that I thought it would have been more effective and damaging toward Chris Rock if he had have accepted his award, and then said, you know what? And I also want to thank my wife, who's always been by my side, who's always been lovely, who I love the most. And now you know what, Chris Rock, I really don't respect you disrespecting my wife just a second ago. And I really want to make that known. I guarantee you, If he had did that, the world would have dragged Chris Rock. Now Chris Rock is looked at as some type of victim.
Yeah, he is. He victim.
If Will Smith had did that, this would not, he would have been dragged effectively, not only by America, but by but especially by the black women. Then Will Smith would have been looked at as a king. The Golden Globes and the awards would have been fine with Will, and everything would have gone to plan. But no, Will Smith got so high and mighty because he's been doing all of this fucked up shit behind the scenes for years to people that he got so emboldened that he thought he had the ability to slap a bitch on stage and not have to deal with repercussions afterwards. And the fact that you saw your man get up, Jada, and you didn't stop that man makes me question you as well, because you knew when he got up the energy that he had. And I would have definitely said, Will, no. You looked at that man get up to go slap the shot at somebody in a room full of people that pay y'all checks.
That's true. I mean, that's true, hands down on that one.
I was like, I was now like all of that shit, all of that stuff that Jason said is nice, but I think differently. I would have been looking at you very crazy when you sat down. I was like, is that what you decided to do?
We should put a poll up though to see if Jeremy would take that smack from Will Smith if he came to his house right now and smacked him. I don't think Jeremy would do that, and I think he probably just. What you think, Alan?
Huh? Like, I cannot, like. And shout out to my homegirl, Monique too. Monique and Ellen. Me and Monique are always on the same page.
So tell me about these ladies. I don't know them. You were telling them a little bit about how we met. So tell me how you met.
I didn't even finish that. Like these are just people who ended up subscribing to my channel and really helping grow my platform. These are some of my really consistent viewers. I have a couple of more. It's another one named Harlem. Actually, Aubrey, Misha Allen is the one who kind of got me really started doing YouTube. She usually comments in here. It's a few. I've been growing the platform. I've grown. I've been doing this now for about three, maybe 4 weeks, or maybe a month or two, and I've started to slowly gain more traction. I'm really excited. But like me and Jason ended up meeting at an LGBT meeting. I came in there with very bougie energy. I was very I was very stank back then. Y'all, I'm a whole another person now. Back then, I was high and mighty. I was very stank. I came in there with very bougie energy. And I was like, you Virginia bitches don't know nothing about me. I'm from Las Vegas. But like I came in there and me and him ended up, really connecting. And we've had a lot of ups and downs, in our friendship or whatnot. But we have a lot of similarities and a lot of similar traits, I guess. We just ended up finding out that both of us had started a podcast. Like we were just on the phone before you got on here, and he was like, "Yeah, I just started a podcast." I was like, "You too?" I was like, "Me too." And I got
their equipment and stuff. I'm still learning it and everything. My Rode microphone and everything. Jeremy's put me on to a new streaming. I like this Restream Studio, so I think I may switch to this because I like this a whole lot better, actually. Because you can collect. How many destinations can you put up here?
What do you mean destinations?
So you got. I see you doing YouTube channel. So at the different channels. So I'm assuming like you can put Facebook. You can do it through Twitter, as well. The different channels.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I would.
So
you can. I'm looking now. You can do Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, Daily Motion, Kakao TV, and some other stuff. That I can't pronounce. But yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna have to look into it. Ellen, to answer your question, my podcast, I started it, and then I'm busy at work. I do a lot here in the community, but mine was Uncomfortable and Courageous Conversations, and it was talking about different things here in the city that we live in, 757, talking about gun violence, poverty, talking about how we're going to use the ARPA funds, and just bringing on real people across the street, just to have real uncomfortable conversations that we need to have, talking about diversity, equity, inclusion. So that's what my platform was about. But Jeremy's gave me some inspiration to actually, go out a little bit further. Because I also did morning devotionals, so I would read just morning scriptures and devotionals for people to start their day. Because I'm all about making sure starting on good energy and thanking God for being alive and starting me on the next day's journey. But that's what it was about. I did stop for a little bit because I'm still working on my PhD, so that's taking up a lot of my time. But beyond that, I'm still in it. I like this, so it looked like we're gonna have more of these types of conversations. Now, see, but I will be real with y'all. I don't know too much about the pop culture and all that stuff. Now, when y'all want to talk about, public policy, politics, DEI stuff, you want to bring on a subject matter expert on those things, coming to human resource management, nonprofit, and how to navigate being Black, being in leadership in the C-suite. I got you. I'm your man. I'll be able to talk to you about those types of things all day. But yeah, I hope that Monique and Lee Daniels has got themselves together, because I don't want to see any of our brothers and sisters fight. Because if one person's knocked down, it takes another generation to pull everybody back up. And I think that's a good thing. And then giving just a shout out to Jeremy, I definitely want to give him his shout out, because as y'all know, my man's look, he has weathered the storm and he's about to walk across the stage here.
Oh, yes.
So look, it's been an uphill battle, but you doing it. You beating us another statistic that they said you could not do, when they said that a Black man could not go to college and graduate. Look at you. You about to do it. Not with one, but you about to do it with two degrees. So, and you're not doing it in like some simple degree, because let me tell y'all, this dude, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, come in, listen in on this part right here. This Negro get on my nerves sometimes when he be talking about business analytics and all this finance stuff. He do, because that ain't my forte. So, but look, I'll let him have that. So, and he got him a new job. So, he'll tell y'all where he work at when he get all that. So I'm very proud of you, Jeremy. I'm proud of the man that you have become. I'm glad to call you a friend and be able to just be there alongside your journey, because I've seen it from the beginning and still going. That's what if real friends is all about, and just seeing it. Just you get to see them through everything, through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you're there. And if nothing else, I can tell y'all is, look, one get up, we all get up, we all rise together, and we have a virtual party. Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, I can go back. Look, my bar is filled too. Y'all ever had Casamigos Black?
I don't think we're gonna be having a virtual.
We can have a virtual party.
That would be really uncomfortable for me. I'm really awkward, y'all. In real life, I'm very quiet and awkward. I am not.
Yeah, he is.
Like I wouldn't. These I don't think they be believing me when I be telling them that. I think it's because I'm a little bit of attractive and stuff like that. That people do not believe me when I tell them that I'm.
But look, Jeremy's single too, y'all ladies. So look, he got him getting out of college and he got a new job. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
So look.
At
so
the
y'all
end of the
looking for
day,
a trip to Miami? He might, hey, sugar daddy for y'all.
I will be no sugar daddy. I was on a virtual B-Day party and it was 5 hours. Oh no, we ain't gonna be on here for 5 hours. Oh no,
Yo, but they be having, if you got a DJ, you could do that.
That's a lie. That's a lie. But we
So what's the next topic we're gonna talk about in the next segment later on in the future?
It depends. It depends on what's happening. I don't really have set topics. It just happens to what I feel in the moment. I usually
why Black people ain't worried about Ukraine. I think that's a whole topic.
Is Ukraine worried about Black people?
Boom.
Like, look, but that's like, at like he's always like he always want to try to drag me into these political. When have y'all ever heard me talk about some motherfucking equal pay or any of this type of shit on this channel? Like, he came in here, we were talking about Monique, and we ended up on the gender pay gap. How the fuck we ended up
Right,
there?
because we need to address it. We got to talk about them things, man. We got to
Look,
talk about that. We got to talk about how we are spending all this money sent over to Ukraine. When Ukraine, they up here when they had black folks in Ukraine trying to escape Ukraine from the Russians, won't even letting the black folks on the trains. It was only letting the Ukrainian people on there. When the news media said, "Oh, this doesn't happen over here in this country because we're blonde haired, blue eyes." What? Get up out of here. No, if you ain't look, we could take out 150 million and all the money that we spend it over there. We can bring it over here and take care of things because we got streets and schools over here crumbling. I feel for the Ukrainian people. Russia shouldn't be invading them, but I still look. Those may be black people over there, but those are still my brothers and sisters, like the ones here, Africa, and everywhere else across this whole big blue dot we call Earth. Let's be real. Racism is real and it's alive and in color. So yeah, I think that's a topic we need to talk about because at first, before anybody was talking about it, they were allowing it, and then once it was Don Lemon, some of the other black news anchors started talking about it, and then they were like, "Oh, we got to. Oh, they're being racist." Yeah, come on now.
well, we don't fuck with Don Lemon over here, not in this box. I
Oh,
don't fuck with.
why is that?
I don't like that motherfucker is very questionable, and all of those sexual assault allegations that he has against him as
Oh,
well.
oh,
That's what I'm trying to
okay.
tell y'all. Like, a lot of people be talking about, oh my God, Jeremy, you a coon and stuff like that. I'll be trying to tell y'all, like, these Democrats and Republicans are the same bitches. They're wearing two different colored outfits. One is wearing blue, one is wearing red. They the Crips and Bloods of politics. And got y'all motherfuckers thinking that they different people, that they both of them are helping the country. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They
That's
don't.
a look. We'll talk about that on a different segment.
Like, but like I don't even like I don't have like to get into this, y'all. I really like to keep it real light. I like to talk about politics and things like that off camera. I'm not saying that I don't like to talk about politics, period. I love talking about politics and
Yeah, you
policies.
argue a lot on it.
But on camera and things like this, I like to keep it, real,
That's keeping
real
it real.
feel
Well, I
real.
mean, what's wrong with keeping it real talking about politics?
I really love just the fun that I have on my channel and like how it's not serious,
You gotta be serious with it.
I feel like it's an escape. It's like an escapism. Like I feel like when you come to the channel, I want you to be able to abandon all of that stuff of the real world and let's just talk about some ratchet shit. Let's just have a good old time, and then on top of that, ain't nobody trying to be called no coon, because y'all know if a black person ain't democratic, that's automatically what you're labeled. If you ain't around here trying to pick out Kamala's weave, then like who are you? Like so. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican either. I would probably say I have a lot of Republican like views. That's just me being honest. And I know if I say some of the stuff that I say, I think out loud, it can be questionable. But honestly, when I explain it, bitches be agreeing because it makes sense.
And
You
ain't
know,
nothing wrong with that. I think that this is a great platform where we both can express our ideas as long as it's grounded in truth and reality. Then it's perfectly fine. If you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat, or you're independent or you're a libertarian, that's perfectly fine. I don't have no issues with it debating and having casual conversations as long as it's rooted in truth and facts. If it can't be in
right?
truth and facts, it ain't actual reality. I don't want it. So I think it's good that we talk about it because hey, we're not monoliths. So not all black people are Democrats, not all black people are Republicans. So and we got to talk about that and understand everybody has different values on what they feel about interracial marriages, how they feel about the gender pay gaps, how they feel about marriage, how they feel about how the structure should be in a household, that type of thing. So I think it's okay that we have different viewpoints as long as I'm not bashing you for your viewpoints. I would never call you a coon. That
Yeah,
was
you might
me.
not, but I'm saying the
Don't
comment
worry.
section could get a little could go like you saying that because you don't have a whole bunch of people dragging you. But let me tell you this. I ain't the one for the games. I'm a really nice guy. Y'all know I am. I really love to love everybody. I love everybody. But I'm letting y'all know, like when it comes to these, like if Jason is gonna be trying to bring me into more of a political space, I feel like that's exactly what this is gonna be. Comes in, he likes to talk about politics, and y'all try to drag me. I'm gonna drag you back. We gonna be tugging
I
at each
think we'll
other's
have
wool.
good conversations. We'll have good
Look,
conversations.
and like I ain't talking to my main commenters. I ain't talking about Harlem, Ellen, Monique, Aubrey, Misha and them. I'm talking about those ones who just come across the video and want to say, "You black bitch, how dare you?" Like yeah, how dare you be a motherfucking coon? You Uncle Ruckus. Cause I be seeing shit like that for people who don't like particularly fuck with the Democrats that are black. I see that that's something that's that we are always called. So I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter either. Like, and y'all already know that. Like that Black
Mhm.
Lives Matter shit. Where the funds? Patrice Colors. Where are the dollars? Where's the money? Where's the 90 million? Why haven't y'all overturned y'all financial records to the government like they asked y'all to continue y'all CO y'all funding status? Where's all of this money? Why did you buy $3.8 million worth of homes in 3 different locations and you neighboring next to who the nigga name is Tiger Woods?
Oh
Why?
wow, see, I didn't
Why?
know
How
that.
come y'all are using the faces of black children that have died to gain all of this money just to completely ignore their fucking moms who are trying to bury them?
That's
I don't fuck with
that's
Black
that's
Lives
what's
Matter.
going
Not,
on.
not to mention y'all motherfuckers got people out in the street acting like a damn fool. Y'all was completely telling people it was okay to riot, and I don't agree with that. I don't
I
agree with
agree
that.
with you on
Y'all
that.
getting motherfuckers shot, and Patrice Colors out here doing the motherfucking electric slide, talking about let's fuck this, let's get free. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to pull up some shit real quick before we end this.
How
Like,
you feel? How do you
I'm gonna
feel
show
about the
y'all how
U.S.
much
Supreme
Patrice
Court
Colors
nominee?
is a joke, and how much Black Lives Matter is a joke.
Well, why are you pulling it up? How you feel about the United States Supreme Court nominee, Keontae Brown?
Um, I was really happy for her. I thought that she definitely filled in a lot of the requirements way more so than that last bitch that was in. She was doing all types of shit. They put a chart up against all of the stuff that she did, Ivy League schools,
Mm-hmm.
the doing this, doing that, doing this, and like she checked every box. Why not? But we'll see. We'll see what she thinks long term, though. Like just because she black, don't mean that she's gonna be on our side. We got to stop thinking it's all skin folk or kin folk. Nah,
Right. Look at Clarence Thomas.
yeah, because they're like that's not the case. But this the type of shit right here that Patrice Colors be doing. This the type of shit that Patrice
My
Colors be
name is
doing.
Patrice Colors, and welcome to Fuck White Supremacy.
Hold on, y'all. Let I want y'all to see this shit. This is the type of shit that she do.
My name is Patrice Colors, and welcome to Fuck White Supremacy. Let's get free with the Hammer Museum. I want you all to step in wherever you are and do the electric slide with me.
What the world?
This performance is for every single person who is being impacted by white supremacy, every single person that's being impacted by COVID-19, by sexism, homophobia, transphobia. Let's dance together. Follow the submission instructions in this video, and we will do the best to include you in this project. You know we always gotta end with a hashtag, y'all. The hashtag for this is Let's Get Free.
I hate that bitch. I hate everything about her.
We met via Facebook dating.
I hate everything about her.
No, I was not ready for that. That's the first time I
That's
ever seen seen that.
And she's the co-creator of the Black Lives Matter organization. That's also the bitch who has $3.8 million in houses that she bought before she resigned from her position
Don't
of Black
call her
Lives
big.
Matter. She is. She is, man. Why are you using all of this money to buy a house? Where are you getting this money from? Why won't y'all turn in the records? People are dying out here. And it's so much that y'all really could have done for the community. Y'all tout and gloat about y'all collecting hundreds of millions of dollars. Meanwhile, the local chapters of Black Lives Matter are calling the FBI to investigate y'all because y'all are not giving them money for funding to help the communities that y'all are creating the organization for. What's this for? And why the fuck are you electric sliding on white supremacy? What, like, how the fuck we gonna, what's that gonna do for us? Huh? Well, like, a nigga got a pitchfork and like in a fire stick coming to my motherfucking house, and what the fuck I'm gonna do? Bust out the electric slide and hope he runs away? It's like it's jokes. All of this is bullshit.
It is. On a
It's
serious note,
jokes.
it is.
This
It
is
is.
not like that movement is bullshit. They do not give a fuck about black people. All it is, and I'm Tamika Mallory, your motherfucking ass too. You too.
Oh Lord. Look, y'all, I did not know this dude was gonna go ham on everybody like
Like
this.
Tamika Mallory and my son, you two motherfuckers. I'm tired. Yandy Smith, Portia Williams. I'm tired of everybody using Black Death as a way to add ducats in their pocket. It's not right.
Right,
It's not right.
People shouldn't
It's
be
not
profiting off
right.
of our death or anybody's death to be
It's
in
not right.
general. It's not.
Motherfucker, let's electric slide on white supremacy. And what the fuck was you wearing?
And I'll say this. So I mean, we're polar different. I know how you are when it comes to things, and I'm different. We should not be profiting off of any black lives of anybody dying, period. And we need to really unite together to address the systematic inequalities and racism that we have in our society. I will say that. And the police brutality, holding them accountable and making sure that they are being transparent. And then I'll say one thing I'm very proud of that we have done this year, and it took over 100 years to do. They finally passed the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill this 2022. It took them over 100 years, y'all, just to do that, just to know it was still illegal to lynch somebody in the United States.
Yeah.
And it took them over 100 years to do that.
Yeah.
That
Took
tells
them
you
over 100 years.
racism
All these fucking
is still
Democrats.
there.
All of these all of these Democratic presidents that we fucking have, but that lynching bill did not come until today.
So hold on. So let me stop you right there. So yes, it was signed a Democrat President Joe Biden. That's who signed it. And it has went through Congress for over 100 years through multiple Democrat and Republican presidents. You have to understand that it wasn't the president's fault. You had to understand that, hey, it was hard getting it pushed through because the House of Representatives, you can get it pushed through a lot easier. But then when you go to the Senate is more of a firewall. It's hard to get it through. So I see where the frustration comes in, but it ain't just Democrats. It's blame to go on both sides, the Republican and the Democrat side.
We automatically already blame Republicans for everything.
Well, I don't blame Republicans for everything.
We never blame Democrats for everything. Y'all, the thing is,
I think it's enough blame to go around for everybody.
No, it's not. Because we still have not talked about the fact that Joe Biden came in this motherfucker screaming Black Lives Matter. And then, defund the police just to become president and give funds to the fucking police. The people who he said needed to be defunded when he was trying to ride the wave of Black Lives Matter into presidency, which he did.
And then let me clear up something, because since we're on live, because I don't want anyone to get it misconstrued. I'm not for defunding the police. I think that the police should be funded, but certain equipment and technology they shouldn't have access to or should have restrictions to. Joe Biden, the president of the United States, duly elected by the people of the United States, certified by Congress. So let me say that. He said he would like to restrict the police. He never went in and said fully defund the police. And yes, a lot of counties and cities across the United States are increasing budgets for police departments, and that's because of the wave of violence that has happened in this pandemic. That's one of the reasons why. I don't believe that we need to defund the police, because we need police because we have to have law and order. If not, there would be anarchy. So, but I believe that we need to make sure that we have responsible community policing, we have civilian review boards, and then we also make sure that we hold them accountable, transparent, and then that they are held to the same standards and the laws that they're sworn to protect. So that's where I stand on that. I don't see that we
Joe
don't need to
Biden said
defund
police are great
anybody.
people.
And I got plenty of friends who are police officers that are great people. And then there are some who are horrible apples in the bunch that need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So not every cop is a good cop. There are bad cops out here, just
Yeah,
like
but if the bad cops are being protected by the good cops, then are the good cops really good cops? Because if the good cops really good cops, wouldn't the good cops kind of put out the bad cops?
And that's why here in Virginia, I'm so glad that we have a decertification process. That if you see up another police officer doing something that's wrong, and I can tell you for a fact, because I'm working with several law enforcement people now that have seen other police officers do things wrong. They filed and went through the grievance process, goes to internal affairs, and it's investigated. So there are officers doing the right thing. It's just we may not see it out in public, but a lot of police officers are turning in crooked police officers. And here in the city of Norfolk, I know for a fact that they're doing it, because I've been talking with and working with some of the police officers here who want to come public and talk about some of the issues going on in the 757, particularly here in our community in Norfolk. So I can't say that every police officer is bad. There are some bad police officers. There are some extraordinary good police officers who put that badge on, men and women who want to defend and protect that look like us, that want to defend our cities. Ellen, what was your question? Why can't a bad cop get fired and go work for another city? Well, that's a very good question. I can answer that for you, Ellen. Why can't a bad cop get fired and go to work for another city? It all comes down to HR. If, for example, Jeremy, let's say both Jeremy and I fired Jeremy, right? I fired him for doing something, excessive force. Okay, I fired him in Norfolk, but he can go work in Virginia Beach, because when they call to ask about his employee file, the only thing that I can say is he worked here from January the 1st to June the 1st, and is he acceptable to come back? And then those are really the only two questions you can ask an employer doing a reference check. How the process works in Virginia now is, if there is a bad cop, they are fired, depending on what the reasons they're fired for, then they go through a decertification process. And that's where they will be decertified in the state of Virginia as a police officer, where they can't go and do any harm to anyone else in another locality, city, or state, because they'll be decertified. And if they go to Florida, I mean, they got to go through the Florida camp then. But that's how you would get rid of a police officer. It's not as easy as it sounds, like, hey, fire a police officer. It is a process, and because they have union representation they have to go through, it is a lengthy process. But then that's where the civilian review board comes in at, and making sure that's a civilian review board that has some teeth, some subpoena power, that has full transparency and autonomy to do an investigation and to speed up the process to get those bad actors out and make sure we get the real people in there who truly want to affect people's lives and protect our communities. I hope that answered your question, Ellen.
Yeah, I think it did. Y'all, if y'all don't know, y'all can't tell, he's definitely run for some positions in the city. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not. I don't know if it's not that apparent.
Over.
Wait, hold on. She said, "Time out. I have to bring Ready to Love into this. This is she's
okay.
To speak about something. Aisha went live yesterday and talked about Dante's record, and he was being investigated for using excessive force on inmates and fled Chicago for DC."
I don't know who is that.
What? Yeah, I actually
Bring
so
me up to speed.
Ready to Love is a dating show on OWN, right? And basically they it's like about 14 to 20, like singles between the age of 35 to 50.
Okay.
And like you please watch Aisha's live. Do you want me to do commentary on it? I did watch some of her live. I went to sleep on it yesterday. She said that that Dante was putting her in different not chokeholds, but Dante was like apprehending her and something like that, and she was like, stop Dante, stop Dante. And it was something that he did that she didn't like. I saw that and how he was kind of physically intimidating and like putting trackers in the car, like and recording people and stuff like that. I saw
Whoa.
that, but honestly, I had a really terrible night last night, and I got home, ended up falling asleep. Let me just let y'all know that real friends are hard to find out here. Yeah, and like
What happened last night?
I ain't about to talk about it on here.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like look, we like this is in front of people. Like this, like this is ain't meant to be, about my personal life.
Okay.
but but like yeah, I guess me and you will talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
But once again, I think it's like I make friends with people. They end up liking me, and then I'm not interested in dating them. And then it kind of goes downhill from there. I'll try to maintain the friendship. I'll try to do all of that type of stuff, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Trust me, I know about real friends. I learned the hard way. Tell right, like, and I'm done. I'm
Well,
done.
I look at it from a spiritual standpoint. It's pruning. Like I told you earlier today, it's like we're all still growing in God's beautiful garden. And when we have certain people around us that He know means no harm, those weeds, He cuts them away and makes sure that they can't come back. He pulls the weeds out by the roots, yanks them out of our lives because they don't do any good or any justice for us. And then he gives us the nurturing that we need. And then when our branches form, he plucks certain leaves off. He prunes us so that we're the most beautiful plant there. Because there's no other Jeremy, no other Jason, Ellen, or Monique in the world.
Well, I was
And
about to plug a bitch last night.
so, yeah, sometimes it don't work out. Being friends, and if you cross those boundaries and go into other things, yeah, it's hard out here for people, man. People want people in love. I don't know what you're doing to them, Jeremy.
What am I
Uh,
doing to them, Jason?
I don't know. Like, what is you up here doing to
I
them?
don't know. I just really think I think that
Is it the beard? Is that what's getting them?
the beard gone. I have a goatee now.
You got is the goatee getting it? Because I ain't gonna lie, my little goatee, I've been getting more hit ups and DMs with the goatee.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what it is, but friendship for me is a little bit difficult. Like I told you, I don't really have that many friends. Like all the friends that I do have really been in my life for long periods of time, like Taffy, Trey Sean, shit, Jerry, Kellen, all of my really ride or dies. They've been in my life. Tiffany was the one I went to go live with when I ended up losing everything in 2019. Like I really, take my friendship seriously, and I give my all in friendships. Like
I can vouch
uh,
for that, y'all. He did.
I take my friendships very 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 seriously. I can't tell you why people end up liking me. I just think because when you have somebody that you see is very have a really good head on their shoulders and things like that, and you see that they have themselves pulled together. Not only that, they're emotionally supportive of you, mentally supportive of you, and physically supportive of you. that makes you get kind of blurs the lines to some things because you start because like a lot of people are single out here. Like most of us don't find love. Most of us don't find love out here. We all want it. So when you see somebody who has a lot of the traits, when you see somebody who has a lot of the traits that you're trying to find, you're gonna want to try to take it to another level. But like it's hard because like if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. And Jason knows that personally. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. It's nothing that
So
it's
with this
nothing that
person, Jeremy, did you let them know up front that you just wanted to be friends with them? You didn't
yeah.
leave the. Oh, okay. So
Like
you didn't.
you already know the style. I will tell you up front, look, I cannot do that right now. Like I cannot. And I would be very not I would be very kind and gentle about it. I was like, you know what, where I'm at with my life right now, I just can't even like, balance that. I would
Okay.
just it's better than me saying, bitch, it ain't happening.
I
It's
mean,
like it's better than me saying that, but that's because like you have to think about it, Ellen. I'm in my room by myself talking to a screen and a camera. I'm like this. You have to have some level of psychoticness to do this. Because the regular general person, when they do this, it would just be awkward for them to do this. Because they were like, I'm not talking to nobody. Like I'm literally like talking to myself, which I really do. If y'all saw the conversations that I'll be having with myself when the cameras are not on, y'all would think I'm crazy. Literally, I really enjoy my company, my own company. Maybe the person thought they could change your mind. No, I don't like they couldn't. They couldn't. And I want somebody who has, a lot going for themselves. I feel like, and this is not, to brag or anything. I feel like I have a lot going on for myself. And like, not only that, I have more that I really want to achieve. And I'm really out here, like, my goal is to be comfortable in my life. My goal is for me to, when I hit the age of 40, for me to just to have work as a choice, or for me to be working smartly, not hard.
yes.
I don't want to be having to do that. I want to be able to just like, oh my God, do you want to go to Cancun? Like, let's go to Cancun. Do you want to go to Croatia? Let's go. Do you want to go to Italy today?
That's what
Let's
I'm
go.
talking
That's what
about.
I want to do. Or at least be able to plan it like in a month in advance. Like I like and not have to be pigeonholed to anything. I have to be working nitty gritty to the bone. Like, I want comfortability. That's what I want. That's it. I want to be able to to go to work, do my little stuff, get paid a lot of money, then go to the gym, work out, have my body intact, so I could take thought pictures on Instagram at the beach. Yeah, that's what I want. So I could join the coalition of other niggas that's in their late 20s to mid 30s that's popping, looking good, taking thought pics on Instagram, with good jobs. That's my dream. I just want to be comfortable, and then I already got the dog, so I'm already halfway there, you know. You
So,
always got to have a
so
cute little
you think
animal.
that you and your friend, y'all still converse, having conversations, or y'all done?
Nah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap on that. That's dead. I look. It don't take much for me to cut somebody off.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah, it's DOA. Yeah, I like it's dead on that. Like but thank you, Ellen, for saying like that you think I'm cool. I appreciate that. You always giving me some compliments. But like yeah, honestly, I'm not a social butterfly. I think I'm more along the lines of a social boulder. Yeah, very much on the boulder. Yeah,
so
I
you
don't
so you
move
classify
easily.
yourself as an introvert?
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm an introvert. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an introvert who's not afraid to check a bitch if need be. Don't think that I'm gonna be an introvert if you're disrespecting me. Absolutely, I
Okay.
would, because I will verbally lacerate you. You don't want it with me verbally. I don't like now physically. I think I'm a fighter as well, but like I'm not about to be out here fighting. I got stuff to lose. But verbally, I would definitely, I would definitely destroy
Oh,
you.
you you right, Ellen. I'm a boulder. I'm an extrovert. I'm a INTJ.
No. She asked you, was I a social boulder? Like Jason is
No,
a
then she
social
said
butterfly.
Jason's a boulder.
No, she said Jason, is he a boulder?
Oh, my bad. Oh, so what? Explain to me what's a boulder.
Somebody who cannot, who's not like a social butterfly, I guess. Somebody who can't like, go to every type of group of people and be able to talk. Somebody
Oh,
who's
no,
not.
that's not me, Alan. I can go in any room and make friends and start whole conversations with anybody.
This type of shit I be talking about. It's always motherfuckers like him right here who claim that they're introverts or social boulders when they really not. They're extroverts. Extroverts are always calling themselves introverts, and it make it real hard for introverts like me to progress in life because I'm held to the standard of an extrovert. People like, my introvert friend, my introvert friend, he ain't got no problem talking to people because he's not an introvert. He an extrovert.
Yeah, I
And
don't
like,
have a problem. I'll say
yeah,
this, Alan. We get on the elevator on the ground floor. By the time we get to the top level, we're out. We're gonna be good friends. I get to know everybody.
yeah. I'm gonna let you know if you catch me on the elevator, don't talk to me.
Yeah, and see, and I purposely would talk to you. Hey, how's
Yeah,
your day going? I would do it
yeah.
just out of spite.
Yeah, like they're like, if you see me on the elevator, pass me right on by. Do not make small talk with me because I will not know what to tell you. I don't know how to conduct small talk. I'm really not good at that. I really don't know how to do small talk. If the talk I have with you isn't meaningful or like I wouldn't know what to say.
Well,
I could,
I will say
but
it's
I will say
it's a
like that, after meeting me, that
hmm.
like in if I open up to you, you ain't gonna wanna you like, for the most part, if you a real person, you'll really value my company. But it's really hard for me to open up to people. It's not that easy. I got some childhood trauma I'm dealing with shit.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I get it. Understandable. Yeah, everybody has their own different communication styles. Me, I'm one of the type of people I like to know who's in the room. I like to let people know that I'm in the room. I've been in the room, and now I'm out of the room. You're gonna remember me. That's how I always put it. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that even at work, they always say I'm the welcoming committee because, like, as soon as there's a new person, I'll if I'm going on the elevator, I'm rushing in and banging it up. Like, don't.
Like I'm trying to tell you, I
I'm
attract
like,
the
hold the
like-minded people.
elevator.
I'd be like, bitch. And Jason is the type to run up to the elevator as you're trying to get the door closed. And he'd be like, oh, wait,
Yep.
wait, wait, wait for me. And
Wait
then
one
you'll be
second.
like, oh, okay, yeah, come
And they're
in.
like,
Yeah.
thanks so much for holding it for me.
Yeah, I'm not that type, but I honestly think the dichotomy really works between individuals. I don't
Mm-hmm.
agree that I want a whole bunch of people that are like just like me. I even though like I have a best friend of 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him have some similarities, but even then it's still a dichotomy there because he's an extrovert himself, and he do porn. That's a whole nother thing. Something that me and him are completely two different types of people. I'm very much so. And he went to like law school and everything, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna go out there and like, give y'all his handle and stuff like that because I don't know. I don't know if he wants me to. I mean, I feel like he would probably want me to promote, but I'd rather
Well, we ain't
ask.
gonna promote while I'm on here. I
Yeah,
don't
we're
want,
not gonna do that
we're
while
not
he's
gonna do
on here.
that.
I mean, you Democratic, don't the Democrats and the liberals like, promote, sex work?
I'm a conservative Democrat
Okay.
that does not promote any of that, any of that promiscuity, any of that sexualization. All those types of things should not be. Look, you got me riled up now. So
Ooh.
no, we ain't promoting any
This
of
is
that
like,
while I'm on here. You can promote that with anybody else, just not with me. That
I
dog
mean,
don't hunt.
well, y'all, like he said it, so I like, this is where we come in, like where he always want to try to call me a liberal when he talks about this. I'm not. Look,
You
get like
real.
get it how you live, girlfriend. But look, it just won't be me doing it.
Now, I'm not judging any people who are sex workers. I'm not disrespecting, but that's not what I want to. That's definitely ain't what that ain't my cup of tea. I don't want to talk about it. He do whatever he want to do. I'm not God. I have no. I can't judge him. I got no heaven or hell to put him in. I just pray for him, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, when he says like him, he ain't talking about me. I don't do sex work. I have a legitimate career now.
Mm.
Y'all, I got hired on as a financial analyst for a company now. So a
Look
junior
at
financial.
that. Look at that. Give him a round of applause, y'all.
That's what you've been making them sounds with.
Yes.
I was like, what type of sounding board does he have over there?
I got
Yeah,
everything on here.
but like yeah, like I used to always, I guess nag at him about it, like, oh no, like you shouldn't be doing this. You have a whole degree, like you need to be a paralegal and stuff like that, but he older than me. He said he put me in my place. He said, like, out of our friendship, he is like the big brother to me. I'm like he's not when I've usually come across as older to a lot of people except for him. Like he be looking at me like, nigga, you still a child. like because he was always older than me in our friendship group. So much respect. But like yeah.
As long as he's
Like
being
a lot of
safe and doing his thing.
I feel like a lot of the chemistry, like me and Jason have always like had chemistry, because it's a certain dichotomy there. I feel like I am really bougie.
Oil and vinegar.
I'm not gonna say oil and vinegar, more like oil and butter. Like just two different, similar but different. When I get heated, maybe we might be the same, maybe similar, similar consistencies, but outside of that, I feel like it's oil and butter. Now, like I have some friends who are definitely oil and vinegar, but like I said, a friendship should have dichotomy, you
Correct.
know. In a relationship should have dichotomy too. I don't want to date or be friends with somebody who's exactly like me. Mm-mm. That's boring. I want somebody who I can like, bounce stuff off of, or like talk about stuff with. Like the last person that I dated, we really well before the last one, the last one from last year, we had some really good dichotomy, like, and we were so respectful and kind towards each other. Like he really brought out a very gentle side of me that I did not think that I had. You know, I know that I'm respectful and kind, but like, I don't think I'm the most gentle person to be around. Like, I think I'm a little bit abrasive, honestly and truthfully. I think Jason might be more so gentle than I am. I'm hella abrasive.
Yeah,
This shit over here,
you
this shit
are.
sandpaper over here.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm more of a gentle. I'll try to at least land you down easy. You, on the other hand, you go straight for the jugular.
I'm from the West Coast. Ain't no Southern
Yeah, that's that
hospitality.
West Coast. You got to go through
But
metal detector.
y'all, we've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes, 41 minutes. I was not planning. I thought we was gonna end this at 55 minutes. And we ended up talking over that, But I just want to thank y'all for coming on. I'm gonna leave this live up as well. Um please check out the Married at First Sight review that I did yesterday. I even gave y'all a little thumbnail. Y'all saw the thumbnail. I copy and pasted Ike and Tina on Katina and Olajuwon's faces. Now, Jeremy, we always go over to I'm trying to tell you every single time. Like it's not it's like, but with him in here, it's worse. Usually I'll go over time and be maybe 20 minutes, but this was a whole almost extra hour of time. And honestly,
We're gonna have more of these, y'all. I like these.
he baited me into this because of all of this politic talk. Because I don't like to talk about politics because I have a habit of going off on tangents. You already know I'm a Ellen. You deem me a ranter, but yeah, I try not to talk about politics because it triggers
What's the
me.
next topic y'all want to hear us talk about? It ain't got to be politics. It
It
could be talking
definitely
about
like
anything.
I don't like they're a little bit more like more.
So I can
Well,
get up to date on stuff.
I let them answer.
Yeah,
I let
Ellen.
them. I'll let them answer. Or Ellen answer. I'm just out here, just trying to live my life. That's it. whatever conversation y'all want us to have, we'll be able to have it. How about hot topics, whatever is trending? That's true. I mean, yeah. You don't want to know something? I feel like everybody has somebody. Well, in our circle, everybody has somebody that they partner with to do this type of stuff with. You know how Misha has Crystal, how Arbery has Alex, how Kojo has the various people that he partners with, and then there's other YouTubers out there that partner up together. I had no idea I was gonna be doing this. Like child, but who knows? You might be seeing Jason more regular, like you on the channel. Maybe Jason might make his own channel too. Maybe that's the thing. I think he should do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you teach me on doing my own channel. So look, I switched over to my beats. Can y'all still hear me good?
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right. It
Now
seems
you have an echo.
going for some reason. What the?
Well, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I promise maybe next time he comes on, like we'll definitely have all of the setup figured out. See, it took me like before I got on streaming and stuff like that. I really like did my thing trying to figure out the what you call it,
The what?
the setup to everything, to where I have the sound right, and then the camera can go on for hours without dying, y'all. This is a high-tech camera. Y'all want to know why I ended up buying this continuous charge battery that's connected to a power source? So the camera will always be con it will always stay on. That's another thing. I should I'm gonna probably talk to you about like the stuff that you should probably get if you want to get some camera and equipment and stuff like that. I just so happen to like getting the cameras. If you're comfortable with the iPad, I mean that's cheaper. Like stuff. It's like you won't have to worry.
Can you hear me on my microphone?
Yeah, maybe you should turn it down a little bit.
Okay. See, look, y'all. See, look. This I told you. We just learning this stuff, right?
That's talk again.
Talk again.
Turn it up a little bit.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Okay. It's at max there. Maybe I should change the frequency input. How about that?
I think that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, because when you first tried, you was like, "So everybody, how about like?" It was like how like it was very loud. I was like, "Wait, hold on."
All right. Looks like now I got my setup, so now I know we good then. So we good to go.
And y'all I really appreciate y'all for watching again. Thank y'all so much. I love you, Ellen, Harlem, all of the people that take time to watch my videos. You saw, Ellen, that some of my videos getting 300, 400 views, like for the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ooh, Love and Marriage Huntsville comes on tonight, I think. Dang, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna have to do a review on it tomorrow, but I probably won't do a review on it tomorrow. I'll probably do a review on Monday. Monday morning, I'm gonna try to wrap up a review. I might do a recorded review and just premiere it so y'all can comment as y'all are watching it, because I gotta work later on Monday. I gotta go in for some extra training at 1 p.m. So I told her I'll be there for that. And who y'all pray for me. We have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff that I got to do this upcoming week. These projects do not stop. It's like in the Latin, your senior year, they keep on giving. They give you one project, two projects, three projects. I was like, what about just having just one? Why we have to do extra projects? Like, why do we have to? I hate group projects, y'all. I really hate group projects. Yeah, the views are going up. Yeah, they definitely are. Like, I was really shocked by that. I'm at least averaging maybe 70 to 80 views so far, versus you remember the first how I used to only have like maybe 5 views or 2 views. It's funny that people are finding me. Like they were like, I just came across your channel and like you funny as shit. And I'll be like, thank you, I'll be trying or whatever, But much love to y'all. Peace. All right.
Peace. I wanted to say, can I just say one thing too before I can get my
go
closing?
ahead. You like it? I almost clicked that OK button on the end. Go ahead.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, look, thank you, Jeremy, so much for having me. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you all for coming on and just letting us just banter back and forth. I appreciate it. I hope Jeremy invites me on. He's going to teach me a little bit more about using this equipment because I don't know. I just got it all. But I also want to say to our Muslim brothers and sisters, happy Ramadan. And may Allah always guide
I
you
knew
through
he was
your
gonna say
journey in life. And I wish you and your family the best and encourage you. And I hope that you triumph over all adversities in life. Peace.
that.